music, yeah!
Hello and welcome to my very first tutorial for Oni Music. I'm going to be showing you how to use my favorite software for making music, FL Studios, or FruityLoops as it was once called. So let's get cracking. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know pretty much, at least in basic form. So let's get cracking. Open this guy. Okay, not much going on here, is there? So I'm going to show you how to do stuff. These buttons up here, don't pay attention to any of this shit. Look at all this. These 5 little guys right here. I'm going to start with these because these are important. Click this, says view playlist. This is very helpful too, so keep your eye on that. Click this, view playlist. Okay, so this I will get to last. Let's go to the step sequencer. Okay, so this is pretty important. This is where you will make your little verses and patterns. Okay, so let me just give you an example. You got your kick, you got your clap, you got your kick and your clap, and you got your het. Anyways, so I've put these in. I'm gonna press spacebar and Okay, so yeah, you get the idea. I'm gonna get rid of all that. So that's that. This is where you will be making the actual music. So let's get rid of this for a second. This is where you will be laying down the notes for your melodies and your drums and everything, pretty much. We'll get back to that too. Oh, fuck. You got your view browser plugins, blah, blah, blah. I actually don't really use this that much. We'll get to that though. And finally, the mixer. This is where you will mix and make sure your shit sounds audible and not terrible. So let's get cracking. Just say we wanted to make a quick song. Let's open the step sequencer. Now, you're going to have your kick, clap, hat, and snare. I think this is the default for FruityLoops. You don't, it doesn't matter. So anyways, right click on kick, go to replace, and now you got a bunch of instruments, okay? So you can select from any of these guys. They're all different in their own ways. Some of them are instruments, some of them are effects. Blibbity blabbity jibbity dabbity. So I'm just going to select Fruity keys just to get my point across here. You got your FL keys. La 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 la. Fuck, I can't get to the last one. Anyways, now we're going to lay down some notes. So right click on FL keys and go to piano roll. Or you can go to your piano roll up here. But if you click on the instrument, you will go to that instrument's piano roll. So you might as well just do it here anyways. So you want to lay down some notes. Use your little mouse. Click. You can drag the note out so it goes on for longer. Yep, you can see it going. So now you want to make a quick melody, okay? Let's just say you want it to go la 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 la. So you got that. Now you notice that these notes are overlapping, so it's gonna sound weird. What a shitty song. But anyways, press Control L to make sure that they don't overlap like that. Control L, I think it's called quick legato. And then if you want this last note to sync up here, just lay a note down and press Control L and right click on this note to delete it. So there you go. There you go. So let's just now. Oh, and also if you click on this on any of these notes, the next note you will lay down will be the same length. So that's pretty handy too. Now you can use this selection tool here. You can use the pencil and drag it out. Do. I don't know if this is gonna sound good, but whatever. It sounds fine, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, that's how you lay down notes. Now, I'm going to show you some other bare essentials. What's important? Okay, so just say you don't want your song to sound like garbage piano, as we have witnessed by FL keys. No offense, but you sound terrible. You can go to right-click, replace on the FL keys, and you can choose any different instrument, and it will just replace the instrument. So let me just choose... fuck it, let's just choose Secura. This is gonna probably sound like ass. Man, this sounds horrible. Let's turn that down a bit. You can keep your eye on the waveforms up here. If it's going past the red, you're probably gonna hear it sounding like shit. So you might want to turn your instruments down sometimes to avoid that. And there's loads of ways to do to make sure it doesn't sound horrible and muddy. Like you can pan your instruments, like over here. If you pan all your instruments to different like degrees of how far right or left they are, they will sound less muddy. You can equalize them, which means you can take away the low ends or the high ends. How do I explain that? Low ends would be like, and high ends are like, I don't know. Anyways, we'll get to that later too. I'm just trying to run through everything real quick. I'm gonna delete this shit. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't do that yet. Okay, so yeah, that's how you choose different instruments. Okay, so just say if you wanted it to sound not like this shit, and you wanted your own specific instrument that you had in mind, you can go online and you can type in like guitar VST. And a VST is a virtual plug-in instrument for most music software. So just say if you wanted the guitar, you would go online, type in guitar VST download, you'd find it, download it. You might have to buy it, who knows. But once you download it, this is how you get it into FruityLoops. You put the VST file into your VST folder, which should be at your C drive, program files, and VST plugins. Or it might be somewhere else depending on where you first installed that VST folder when you first installed FruityLoops. But anyways, put it in the VST folder and then go to the instruments. You right click on, I just right clicked on Secure because it's easiest. Go to Replace, go to More. Now this stupid window pops up and you go all the way down to the bottom, go to Refresh, go to Fast Scan, and your VST should pop up in here in red because it's new. But I've already had all these for a while, so it didn't happen for me. Okay, so now you know how to bring in your own sounds. Here's another cool thing. If you're a fan of video games, you can download sound fonts from video games. So just say if you liked the music in Metal Slug, there's actually a sound font for that game. Let me show you really quick. It's on my other desktop. So I have this file. It's called Metal Slug SF2. These are .sf2 files. You can drag this and put it on top of Sakura, or whatever instrument you so desire, and now it has become the Fruity sound font player or whatever. And you can go through the different instruments by clicking here. And oh shit, why is it up there? No. Anyways, you can see what I'm doing. You got the brass, orchestra hits, timpani, blah blah. It has all the music from the game. Let me just see what this one is. Choir. So yeah, that's from Metal Slug. This actually has some really good guitars and drums and stuff, and the orchestra hits are fun too. Yeah, that's good. I like that game. Anyways, so that's how you can get your own free instruments. And they may sound like a little dated or whatever, but you can get some, like, as long as you're making your own music, it doesn't matter. You can still add effects on top of it to make it sound more unique. Yeah, you can just do anything to it. So now that I've gotten how to lay down notes and shit out of the way, I'm going to show you how to add effects and stuff to them. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you something cool. Just say, you can only do this with specific instruments. You won't be able to do this with everything, but you can do it with sound fonts, which is nice. So you can get a Nintendo sound font. You can lay a note down like this. And this little guy right here is called the slide. So you can click on that. You can click it here, drag this in, and you'll see what happens. Oh, here we go. Did you hear that slide? I'll bring it back more forward. So it's like this. Now, so it will slide to the point at which it ends. So listen. It's pretty cool. So if you wanted it to go like, you can do that. Now, now I'm going to show you how to add effects. So I'm going to lay down a note here. Oh shit, that's still a slide. Make sure to untick that. So there's a note. I'm going to drag it out. Now, once you have an instrument that you want to add an effect to, click on the instrument. You will see here it says Effects 1. Now, if you go to the mixer, View Mixer, it will be in Effects 1. So, or if you want to change that to Effects 2, it'll go to Effects 2 in the mixer. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put Effects 1. So we're in Effects 1. Now here is where you add your effects. You can click on any of these, and this window will pop up, and these are all your effects. So you can go to, I'm going to use Reverb too. This will make it sound like it's in a big room. You You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do reverb 1 because I don't know how to use reverb 2. Okay, so see reverb 20%. Turn it up. You hear the difference. Now it's way bigger, more grand. Too much reverb can make it sound muddy and shitty though, so be careful. You can add flanger. Whoa. You can add a vocoder. That sounded like shit. Whatever. All these different instruments do different things. You should go through them and experiment. See what you like the sound of. I'm gonna get rid of this shit. Anyways, so that was a nice little effect we had going on. Now, what else can I show you? Oh yeah, okay, so now this is gonna be important, so pay attention. I'm gonna make something... Oh, okay, sorry. I'm gonna replace this instrument with... We're gonna go back to FruityLoop keys just because it's really simple. I like using FruityLoop or FL keys to write melodies and stuff because it makes you focus more on the melody. And if you can make this shitty piano sound good, you're doing well. So let's just do something here. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna bring that back and go. Now, pay attention. This is very important. You see this little magnet fellow here? These are the steps. Right now it's set to none. As you can see, wherever I drag it, it just kind of slides around. I'm gonna set this to step. Now pay attention. Now it goes by steps, see? I'm gonna set this to beat. Look at that. It only goes to beats now. And you got the rest of them bar and shit. So just say if you wanted, okay, so listen. It's going to beat right now. Dun, 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 dun. So it's gonna go dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds like shit. So now look, I'm gonna set it to 1/3 of a step. And now listen to this one. It's gonna go much nicer. Oh shit, here. There. Okay, you get the point. So you can do different beats with this here magnet fellow. And yeah, we're gonna get to this now in a second. Remember this magnet, we'll bring him back, okay? But for right now, let's just say we wanted to go 1/3 of a step, 1/3 of a step, 1/3 of a step. Now, I'm gonna go into chords next time, but for now, just bear with me. Dun, dun. So now, see this little guy here? We're in pattern 1 right now. So just say if we went to pattern 2, we can do it like this. We were on the chords, or the note C there, so we can go dun. We can set this to step. Dun. So it's going. Right, you get that? Now this is what I was getting at. We're gonna go to the playlist. And this is pretty much where you make your song in the playlist. So we have our patterns here. If you scroll down to pattern 1 and click here with the paintbrush or the pencil, it's gonna put pattern 1 there. And this is where the magnet also is. You can set this here too. So it's at the beat right now, which is fine. So you got pattern 1, and now you can go to pattern 2, put that down. It's playing the pattern right here, as you can see, because this little thing here is highlighted. So if you wanted to play the song, click on song. Okay, so those don't complement each other very well, but you get the idea. You can put different patterns together. So, let's see. Okay, whatever. You get the idea. So you can make your own music pretty much easy this way. It's what everyone does. This guy here controls how fast it goes. You get it. When you are done making your shitty song, you can go to File, you can go to Export, and you can export it as an MP3 or a WAV. If you export as an MP3, it will be compressed and will therefore lose sound quality, but if that's what you want, that's what you do. If you want it as a WAV, that will be uncompressed, it'll sound beautiful. So, I think that's about all I can show you today because that's pretty much the bare essentials. If you want to get cracking on making a song, that's all you really need. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, tune in next time. I'm going to show you how to actually write music. And it's going to be very basic, but if you're a new baby to music, I'm going to help you out. I swear. Okay, until next time, kisses.